and my mic was muted. Good evening. We'll start over. Good evening, everyone. This is Kellye Bowens. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this late night edition of SheEO Live with Kellye Bowens. We have a special treat. It was worth the wait. It's going to be worth the wait. So we have some ladies. We're going to go ahead and bring them on. We have some of the beautiful leaders of the SheEO District Leadership Team, Miss Angela Lewis, Miss Angela A. Love Lewis, Miss Keisha Spencer, Coach K. Marie, and we have Jasmine D. Millhouse in the building with us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, we're going to be talking about the SheEO conference and our 5P principles to live your life on purpose master class. We are super excited about it. It's going to be held December the 11th, 12 o'clock p.m. at the Savoy Events in Chamblee, Georgia. You can go to the SheEOconference.com to copy your tickets, but we'll get into that a little later. So now we're just going to go around and have these beautiful ladies to introduce themselves. So ladies, if you can, just tell us about yourself, where you're from, and share about what you do and the topic that you will be discussing on this masterclass. Go ahead, Miss Angela.
My name, as she said, is Angela Lewis, and I am from Tennessee, baby. Yes, Tennessee. So I am the Director of Senior Leader Development here in the SheEO District. By trade, I am an empowerment speaker, an empowerment coach. I'm also publisher of A&M Productions, Publishing and Productions, and editor-in-chief of iShine Magazine. So when I come to you at the conference, we are talking about plugging into the power. So you guys know there's when you talk about power, when I talk about empowerment, it really starts with you. You have everything that you need to be powerful. You just need to know how to tap into it and make it work for you. So we'll be talking about, some principles on how you can just show up and be your authentic self, but also make things happen, bring that confidence so that you can have the coins that you need and the connections that you need to elevate and dominate in the marketplace.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And we have Miss Keisha Spencer.
What's up, everybody? Tap in wherever you are listening in. I am Keisha Spencer, also known as Coach K. Marie, also known as the Hype Me Up Queen here in the SheEO District. You're a Director of Member Engagement and one of the awesome senior leaders here in the district. I guess you may call me many names, but I consider myself a master coach. There are levels in which I coach individuals. I do have a nonprofit where I mentor and coach young adults and also provide social, emotional, and mental health awareness. And I am a radio personality for Power 99 The Mix, where I have a show called Wind Down with Coach K. Marie, where I still talk about real life and real issues to help people with social, emotional, and also just entrepreneurs that are struggling out here in the business industry. And so I'm all about empowerment, uplifting, and hyping others up. And my particular session of the P principles is what I'm all about, which is purpose. But that is not my P word. My P word is going to be positioning yourself for your purpose. So, they're going to be getting all into it, talking about power, plugging into the power and your purpose and positivity. And it's a lot more. So they're going to tell you about theirs, but I'm telling you about mine. Once we've identified our purpose and we're passionate about it, we're being positive about it, we're putting a little power to it, sometimes we forget to position ourselves for it. So my particular piece is going to be about positioning yourself, becoming fit for the purpose that God has for you. And so we know that is an internal job. And so my platform is going to help you all get that balance to where you need to be in order to walk in that purpose.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Jasmine D. Millhouse. Miss Millhouse, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Let me tell you something. I don't even want to say that after hype me up Kaylee over there, cause between her and A Love, listen,
Okay.
look, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you my little story.
Little story.
That
Ain't
once
no
was a
listen.
girl. The end. No, but to good evening to everybody. Y'all that do not know me, my name is Jasmine D. Millhouse. I am from a very small city in Georgia called DeSoto, Georgia, population of 200 people. And
Boom,
look at your girl. Boom.
boom,
How about that?
boom,
Won't
boom,
God do
Have
it?
that
boom.
pet.
This is
And
gonna
did.
this is gonna be introducing my P word. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in that. We're gonna put positivity in there real quick. Put a pin in it. Let me get finished telling you my story real quick. All right. So again, small town girl from a really small city. Proud of where I come from. I currently reside in Decatur, Georgia. I am the CEO and founder of Purpose to Fly and also Life Tips by Jazz, where I help women to tackle their obstacles and oppositions to reconcile their self love through personal strategies and daily coaching. I am a certified life coach for self love transformation. I have a program, of course, which is called Purpose to Fly, and the Fly stands for First Love You. I do have a show here on Facebook called the National Entrepreneur Month Show. It normally airs in November, but just kind of put a plug in real quick. You all are the first here to know about it in the SheEO district. I'm going to be doing a National Entrepreneur Show monthly every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of entrepreneurs to get you on to the show to tell your story, your journey about what got you to where you were in order to, to show people where you are right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I also have a podcast called The Fly Show as well. Make sure you tune in. It's on 8 different broadcasting platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google Cast, not Outerbox. That's a phone protector. Google Cast. It's like 8 of them, y'all. Forgive me. Don't judge me, okay? It is streamed on Anchor. So if you want to go download it, go ahead and download it. I have 2 seasons. They're already preparing for season number 3. Picking my pen back up into positivity, okay? Because where I am right now was not always where I once was. I was able to recognize there was a shift that was going on in my life. And I was going through a lot of things, but I had to understand that I had to manifest my own positivity to know that I didn't have to allow my circumstances to be my reality. I had to allow my vision, and I ain't gonna go too deep into that because then y'all won't come to the conference. So I'm gonna give you the little plug for the night. All right. I'm gonna plug you in real quick. I had to understand that I had to shift my mindset from rock bottom thinking to top priority level. You understand that? So when you recognize that you were created to not be at the bottom, but you were created to rise above it all and be at the top notch that God created you to be in, then you will understand that you have the authority and the capability to see, speak, and feel and believe that positivity. You don't have to walk around and seeking and praying for it because God already instilled that inside of you. So when I unlock that power inside of you and you recognize and it clicks in your mind, I can't wait to see the transformation. So make sure if you have not to go to www.sheeoconference.com and get your tickets because I ain't gonna tell
Come
y'all
on.
that now. That's it. I'm done. I'm gonna mute my mic so everybody. Once I start,
That's why
I
she
get
been
going.
But how
last.
she gonna just drop the
That's
mic
why
though?
she been last.
Right. Look.
How she
Thank
gonna
y'all
just
for
drop
coming.
the
Look,
mic?
thank y'all for coming. Good night. Look.
Look,
And I dropped my hat.
Look. About to break out the job on site. Look,
And
about
I
to crash
dropped
You
out
had
my
to
the
hat.
drop
job on
some. You had to
Oh,
drop
hold
some.
on. Let me plug my little hat plug. Shout out to Bunny's Hat Rack. To Miss Tamika Crockett,
Yes.
who is
Come on,
right here
Bunny's
in the
head rack.
CEO district. I am a brand ambassador for Bunny's Hat Rack. So if you were looking for a stylish hat for a simple night, dress it up or dress it down, make sure you reach out to Miss Tamika Crockett and she will get you right. All right. I'm
Yes.
done.
Cause you see how you rocking it with just your little white V-neck tee, okay? And looking
Come
fabulous in it, might I say, okay?
Put the braids to the side. Yes.
Okay.
Made me
look,
feel like I had something going down my side.
Look, Keisha gonna have a braid wig next week. Don't count it out now. Don't count
look,
it out.
don't sleep on my girl. Don't sleep on me.
Cause y'all already know I will switch it up now.
Look, and be on hype me up like, what's up?
New her, who this?
Okay, like, well, thank you all so much for your introductions. Again, my name is Kellye A. Bowens. I am originally from small town Springfield, Tennessee. Miss Bonnie Hatrack herself and I, we all went to school together. Miss Tamika Crockett, so proud of her. Tamika, if you're tuning in or watching the replay, so proud of you. Lady, keep doing what you're doing. You got us out here looking fabulous in the SheEO district. So yeah. I moved to Atlanta here in 2006, and I moved here because of purpose. And but I'll look, put a pin right there. I'll come right back to that. So by trade, I am the owner of Visionology Event Management, and by purpose, I am the founder of the SheEO district. So back to that. So I moved here in 2006 to pursue my purpose. Didn't know that was what I didn't know that is what I was in pursuit of. I just knew that God told me to go, and I knew I needed to leave. You know, no instructions, just go. Almost like Moses, I'll give you instructions when you get there. So he's looking for the obedience first, because we tend to think we got to know all the details before we make a move, and that's far beyond the truth. And I know how God works with me, because I'm going to try to figure it out and help him out along the way. So in my purpose journey, God will give me instructions. And when I get there, he will give me the instructions to move on to the next step. And that's how SheEO was established. And if anybody knows my story, knows that I told God no in the beginning, because he gave me this big vision at the time. As Jazz says, my circumstances, I didn't have the people, I didn't have the resources, I didn't have the network, I didn't have the support to bring this big vision to fruition. And it wasn't until I said yes to God, finally, when I was convicted by the Holy Spirit, that the grace that was upon the SheEO district, not Kellye, the grace that was on the vision would be taken away from me. And I really felt that at my core and in my spirit. And in that moment, I said yes to God, and he literally unleashed all the resources, the people, everything that I needed to bring the SheEO district to life. And here we are today. And I couldn't be more thankful. And even more so to be blessed with these beautiful ladies. We're missing Paula Hatton, Miss Ilyasa Simpson, and Miss Piangela Jones. Happy anniversary to Miss Piangela Jones and Daryl Jones, by the way. I hope they are somewhere. Well, you know what? We're going to leave that alone. Is it 10 o'clock? It's 10:01 now. We can talk about it. It's 10:01 Eastern Standard Time, so we can talk about that stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
Look,
but happy anniversary.
They fraternizing. That's what we're going to call it. Fraternizing.
But nevertheless, I came in pursuit of my purpose here to Atlanta. Again, didn't know that was the journey that I was on. But at age 35, I was making almost $150,000 a year, but still feeling unfulfilled. Very much so. And I could do a lot of things well, but did not know why I was here. I didn't know my purpose, and it really started to bother me. Why I'm 35, because at 35 you're in that, okay, I want to go to the club anymore. In between that, I want to go to the club anymore. In between that reflective stage, like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? And so I was there, and it really started to bother me that I did not know my purpose. So I began to pursue that. And the very first thing that I had to do was to get around the right people who were like-minded, right? Unfortunately, not unfortunately, just it is what it was. It was what it was, whatever. But the group of people that I was around them for a reason. We were friends for a reason. I like to kick it too, right? So just because I am choosing a different path now, I can't expect them to hop on board with that. Like, that's not their journey, that's mine. And so I was feeling some type way that I was around, this group of ladies that weren't on the same path. And so I knew that I would, again, even here in Atlanta, would have to again extract myself and go down a path to find myself, and therein I could find my purpose, And so I began my personal development journey, and it led me, to really self-discover. Books, networking events, going to paying for seminars, investing in myself, and all of that accumulative information, praying more, being more intentional about my prayer in finding my purpose, led me to finding my purpose, which my purpose is. And here's the mistake that I made. I'll toss it to one of the ladies, but here's the mistake that I made. Because I could do so many things well, I was passionate about a lot of things. I thought in my mind that was purpose. And so purpose and your passion, your gifts and talents are one thing. And then your purpose is here. So the Bible says your gifts will make room for you, right? Your gifts, your talent, what you're passionate about will make room for you in purpose. So God uses our gifts and talents for us to make money, for us to meet people, right? To be a resource for us in our purpose. And it wasn't until it literally hit me like a ton of bricks. God is going to use my passion and my gift of event planning in my purpose with the SheEO district. Now, at the time, our SheEO district didn't exist, but I was just waiting on God for everything to line up, to match up. And God doesn't line it up until you're ready, right? So he can only give me, he can only reveal things to me in accordance to my growth and my faith in him, if that makes sense. So everything's not going to come, the light bulb's not going to go off, and then all of a sudden, magically, everything appears. No, you got to go through the process, right? And so on my journey, as I'm learning, God is revealing and blessing and giving me things and showing me things. And now it all makes sense. Now, in hindsight is 2020, but it all makes sense now. And now I can share with other women who are going through or who have gone through the same journey that I took. Right? Because it's never too late. God doesn't work in time. It's never too late. God doesn't work in time because he is time. He works in seasons. And so, Angela, I'll just start with you. What was your purpose journey? What did your purpose journey look like? When did you discover your purpose? Because we don't find it. It's already, we're sent here with it, right? It's just revealed to us because we suppress it. Life happens, right? And a lot of times we suppress our purpose. We suppress our pursuit of purpose because of life, because, we have the family, we have the job and things of that nature. So what did your purpose journey look like for you?
Pretty much the same thing. Like you said, it's not something that, you kind of going through life, you're dealing with life and you kind of see things that you enjoy doing, but it just happens to click. At one point, you just mind your business doing something, and all of a sudden it's like, man, this is something that I would do and I never have to get paid for it because I can do it all day, every day. And it feels good, and that you're serving, and that you're giving, and that everything that is inside of you, you don't have to go search for it and get it. It's already inside of you, and it just comes out naturally. And I was serving at a church, and I was able to tap into that particular aspect of my gift of seeing people and pulling out the things inside of them that make them great, encouraging them and inspiring them, and doing those things. And so it was really just me signing up to do something, and I thought I was doing it for one thing, but it was God introducing me to my purpose and allowing me to operate in my gift. And so it was like, people say, well, how do you do this, that, and the other? And I don't know. It wasn't me. It was God. He was putting it inside of me, but it was allowing me to, just really kind of tap into some things that I had no idea what it was, but it became evident that that was my purpose.
That's good. That's good. What about you, Keisha?
Whew. I don't even think we got that kind of time on here. But yeah, like the both of you said, and I think that a lot of women that are in the stages that we are in right now can relate to, you know, there was a time at some point, whether it was last year, the year before that, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, there was a time when you realized that it was something different that you needed to do with your life in order to feel and know the value that you have within you, because you're not connecting with nothing that makes you feel worthy. And so your purpose makes you feel worthy. And for me, when I got to a place where, and like Angela said, she was positioned at the church, and you were able to see, to identify your gift through, what came to you naturally. That is sort of like how it happened in my life. I realized over the years, like, and that I grew up like I matured way earlier than most young girls. And so my mindset has always been a little different, but it kind of got ahead of me in a lot of situations. So I didn't get a chance to live out certain things and learn and develop the way I needed to in order to be great at the things that I love to do. And so when I got to a certain position in my life, maybe 2018, I believe, and y'all gonna hear about it in 2020 is greater than 2020. So when that
Okay.
book hits the public, y'all will see more about this story, because it's really gonna tell y'all all about how I started to walk into my purpose. But I'm just gonna give y'all a little snippet, because I don't want to give it all in, because I want y'all to make sure y'all get that book so y'all can read my chapter in that book. But read the whole book, but mine in particular. But I did get in a position where I was working in a private Christian-based school, and so and I worked there for like 6 years. And I went there, and when I went there, I took a major pay cut and everything. It was like, God, why you sending me here? What is this? And God was like, look, I done let you made it with this amount of money, and trust and believe that no matter what amount of money, if this is where you're supposed to be, He gonna make it work. So, and it happened, and he made it work. But I didn't know that I was gonna go through some of my darkest years while I was working in this private Christian-based school. But God knew. God already knew where my life was headed. He already knew where my mind was going. But He also know that by nature, I'm a nurturer. By nature, I'm a coach. I'm a cheerleader. Like it's natural for me to be a nurturer to people in their abilities and disabilities, and everything about people, because I love people. And so He knew that regardless of what I was going through mentally, because I was responsible for young minds, that I was going to get up and do my job every day with a smile on my face, regardless of how I felt on the inside. And so I was coaching. I had babies as young as 4 years old with literally no patience, but these my babies. And so I was coaching, and I was teaching, and I was hiding myself in the Bible. And through that is when I started realizing what I was supposed to be doing. And so just as a revelation, like when that chapter came to an end from me leaving the school, it was like now it was time to apply what God had been building me up for while I was going through my darkest time. Like in my darkness, He was building me to be prepared for my purpose. And so that's what really, like, joining the SheEO district and being aligned with like-minded people, it's like that fuel that I needed in order to push my purpose, because I was struggling with getting in position to really execute it and know what I was doing.
Right.
And so that's when I realized in 2019, I separated from my husband. I left my job, and it was like a whole just a renewal period for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And so once I was able to renew myself from within, then I was able to do what I was purposed to do all along.
Wow. Wow. And I'm hearing, common thread of it starts with you internally. It one
Definitely.
starts with the decision, and then you putting action behind the decision that God is able to come and put his super on your natural and manifest these things. So Jasmine,
Come
what
on.
about you? What has your purpose journey looked like?
Honestly, being transparent, my purpose journey didn't start, with other people. It started with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had to get to a point to where I didn't allow my darkest moments to block my light. You know what I mean? And when I was able to, you see that you're able to do so many things in your life. You see that you're able to touch so many people and speak a word, per se, in so many people's lives, and give them the plan of action, that POA that they need in order to move something for them. But you never seem to know how to do it for yourself.
Mm.
I had to take I what I did was I took a moment in my life where I said the words that I give other people, I'm going to apply in my own life. I'm going to speak, those things as if, the things that are not as if they were. I'm going to do that. And let me see what that do,
Right.
let me see how that work out. You know
Right.
what I mean? I literally had to, and I'm being so honest and transparent. It may sound crazy,
It
but
don't
that's
sound
what I had to
crazy.
do. I'm up here, young Levan, Zan, and young Levan Nichols, everybody, but I can't Oprah Winfrey myself. You see what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna really? And I'm like, okay, you can't be one of those people.
Mm.
So I had to say, okay, how is it so easy for you to throw it out, but you can't regurgitate when you standing by
Mm.
yourself in that
Mm.
mirror? So I had to take what I was already born with, what I already matured from. The I had to go back through those situations in my life, and it came through right in my own book. I know Keisha plugged her. Let me go ahead and plug mine in right
Go
here. Moving
ahead. Go
Obedience.
ahead.
It's on Amazon. It's called How Did I Get Here? The Purpose to Finding Myself. Catch that. All
Boom.
right. The untold journey to finding myself. Because we lay the red carpet out for finding and putting that spotlight on everybody. But when it comes to you putting that spotlight on yourself, everybody is not ready for those moments.
Yeah.
So I had to shine this little light of mine. I had to shine it on me. I had
Mm-hmm.
to look at the woman in the mirror. I had to come out the hat and come out these braids and take the jewelry off. I had to really
Yeah.
strip
Yeah.
down naked, internally,
Come on.
mentally, spiritually,
Yeah.
physically, and ask myself, do you know who you
Mm.
are
Mm.
right now without an audience, without an amen, without a you better talk girl, without a jazz you speaking? Who are you right now? Right now?
Mm.
Ain't nobody here but you. Like my
Mm.
pastor say, ain't nobody here but us. Wasn't nobody there but me.
Wow.
I was in my own suit. I had to do a self-examination for me. And when I tell you the answer to that quiz, it was not good.
Wow.
You fail, 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 fail. Everything you were told to do, you didn't do it. So
Yeah.
I had to go back and re-listen to everything God told me to do, that He showed me that I had the capability, because most people don't know I sing. I ain't finna sing a note tonight, so don't ask me. Amen. But most people don't know I can sing. Okay. My mama didn't know I could sing until I turned 23.
Wow.
Listen, I wouldn't hum, whistle, or none of that around my house. When I discovered that I could sing, I was 10. and I kept it to myself, because you hear that, you ain't gonna never be nothing, you ain't this and you ain't that, and you joke, get joke, and you don't want to add nothing else to the list. So I kept it to myself. That's a gift and a talent that'll make room for you. That's a ministry right there. When you use it, that'll minister to somebody. And she'll tell you, she can sing a note. She might not do it tonight, but she'll do it. You know what I mean?
Listen. Dog, I just thought I was gonna get one of y'all to sing a song or something.
I said, come on.
Y'all don't get the people excited. Erica get excited.
Look, maybe if you come to the conference, maybe we'll get them to do a little something.
No, ma'am. I had to put a little piece together.
Yeah.
Kellye got it. Kellye got it.
Look, I'll let Jazz look. That can be the start of your ministry. Now that you found yourself, now that you uncover all these gifts and talents God done gave you. Now, look.
For those of you all that missed the brunch in what that was, September, I sang a little bit. I ain't gonna sing it again here. You missed the note then. That was the cue right there to shout. You missed it. Just so if you wasn't at that brunch, I don't know what to tell you.
She'll be at the brunch on November 28th, so you may want to come so you can catch a glimpse. Now, I ain't promising nothing, but hey, never know. Never know. So for those of you who are just tuning in, we're talking about the 5P Principles to Live Your Life on Purpose masterclass that is happening during the SheEO conference. So just for if you want to grab your notes real quick. So our 5P principles are: identify the passion, which will be facilitated by Miss Angela Jones. Discover your purpose, which will be facilitated by Miss Ilyasa Simpson. Formulate the plan, which will be facilitated by Miss Paula Hatton. Plug into the power, which will be facilitated by Miss Angela Lewis. And manifest through faith and positivity, facilitated by Jasmine D. Millhouse. And Miss Keisha Spencer will be giving our keynote, Fit for a Purpose, which she has already revealed that she will be talking about positioning. So give them a snippet, Miss Keisha, while we on that note, give them a little snippet of what that means to be positioned for purpose.
Ooh, listen. I mean, to get in position for anything, first of all, you got to know what you're getting in position for. So that's going to be the first thing, just acknowledging what it is, why you're here. Why am I here? Mm-hmm. And so once you acknowledge why you're here, sometimes, like I said, it's an inside job. It starts with internal. So the first thing is just being aware of why you're not where you want to be, being aware of what's holding you back from getting there, being aware of who you're aligned with, being aware of your prayer life, being aware of everything that you can do to help the situation. Instead of worrying about the things that you can't do anything about, just worrying about what it is that you can do in order to get to that purpose, like Kellye said earlier, that's already within you. So positioning yourself for your purpose is going to be more of an inside job ordeal, where it starts from the seed that was planted when God knew who you was going to be, when he already spoke life into your mother's womb. Mm-hmm. It starts from knowing where your foundation was laid, and how to keep a solid foundation as you continue to build on to your life. And so you always have to go back to that ground sometimes to be reminded on what you need to do in order to continue to grow.
That's good.
So, getting in position, like Beyonce say, okay, ladies, now let's get information. So I'm ready to get y'all information so that y'all can walk that walk.
Okay. And on that note, we're going to pause real quick for a quick commercial about our SheEO conference. All right, ladies. We are back. We are talking purpose on tonight. We have about 5 minutes left, so we just want to ask Miss Angela and and Jasmine before we head out. Give us a snippet of your individual topics that you all will be talking about during this conference. Miss Angela, I know you were talking about plugging into the power. Tell us about how that relates to purpose and why that's important.
Well, I say that plugging into the power is important as it relates to your purpose. Number one, because you have to plug into the power of your mind. What you believe. The Bible said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're not plugging into the right beliefs, then you can't get the power that you need to walk in your purpose. You also got to be able to plug into the power of what you say, because there's life and death in the tongue. So if you're not speaking right, if you're always negative self-talking, if you always are, doing stuff and speaking things that are not going to advance you to your purpose, then it's not going to be in alignment and you're not going to go anywhere. But then at the end of the day, you got to plug into the power of what you do. Because if you're not, faith without works is dead. So you can't get into your power and your purpose if you're not doing anything. See, when you're stagnant, you don't see any movement at all. And if you're not moving, you're not walking in your purpose. So bottom line, you got to plug into the power of those three things. I got a couple of more things I'm going to give you at the conference, but those three things, you got to plug into the power of that in order to operate into your purpose. And baby, once you do that, you're unstoppable.
Absolutely. Thank you for that little snippet and nugget about. Look, I can't wait. Look, because y'all know A Love brings it, okay? With a smile. And she be all on your toes. She walk away, your toes crushed, and she walking away with her little hair and gone and smiling, and your toes is flat to the ground, okay? She gonna bring it with a smile. Look, it's all in love because she is A Love, okay? And what about you, Jazz? You are talking about manifest through faith and positivity. So tell us the importance of being able to do that. To once you discover your purpose, once you formulated a plan, once you plug into the power, how important is it to manifest this now that you have all this, to manifest it through faith and positivity?
Okay, first let me clarify what manifestation is. Manifestation is um, being and thinking of what you want and what you want to have in your life. Okay, that's first. Let's clarify that. Once
Clarify.
you understand the definition of what you want, of the words that you're trying to see in your life, in the positivity that you want to attract to your life, you have to become what you want. Okay. So if you want money, it's all in the power of the mindset. Once you get your mind wrapped around something that you want, you know how they say, once I get my mind set on what I want, that's what I want. I want it when I want it. It's the same thing when you think about positivity. It's the same thing as that you think about when you manifest something. When you want to manifest $1 and $1 come up, you can do the same thing with positivity. When you want positive, you have to think positive. You have to speak positive. You have to live positive, and you have to be positive, because you were not created to be none less than. Now, does that mean you're going to have, positive days all the times? Absolutely not. What it means is understanding the power that you have to possess, to change the perspective and the trajectory of your day. You can wake up with bad news at 8:05 and still be smiling at 8:05 15 seconds later. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand the strength and the power that you have, it kind of goes into play with what Miss Angela is going to be talking about, plugging into that power. When you plug into the manifestation of capabilities that you have to speak the positivity in your life that you want, then you see how easy it is to be positive on different levels. Okay, I lost my job. Thank you, God, for saving me from not being able to have to go to work. Maybe you're going to open door for me to go into entrepreneurship. I lost my car in an accident. Thank you for opening the door for me to be able to go to the lot, to be able to pick out something that I want, that's going to be able to fit my family in, that I can put all my kids in with my 2 car seats, and I can put my groceries in and still have room in the back. Thank you for favor. I may have lost my apartment. I may have lost my home. Thank you for the expansion of me and be able to buy land where I can build my house the way I want it from the ground up. You understand? When you think about the manifestation power that you have to speak the positivity of what you want in your, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing else. Go to
because you was about to go in. I'm like, dang, do I need to get my notebook out?
I ain't gonna tell, look at him. I ain't gonna tell y'all because you and me. Cause look, go get your tickets. If you ain't got your tickets, go buy your ticket. Buy your sister a ticket. Buy your mama one. Yeah?
Get everybody.
Get all your girlfriends and y'all come out here to this SheEO conference down here in the great city of Georgia. December 11th through the 12th. Go ahead and go to SheEOconference.com. You just saw the commercial. Go get your ticket because you do not want to miss plugging into the power, manifesting through positivity. You don't want to miss this purpose over here because this girl right here to whatever side.
Listen.
You don't want to miss it. You got Miss Ilyasa gonna come in here and slap your whole teeth out your mouth, okay?
All of them.
And she gonna glue them back in. So you gonna be walking out and she gonna slap them out, clean them up, and make your eye looking real good.
Put it right back in, okay?
Okay. You got Miss Paula, she formulating that plan. You got Miss Piangela, she's doing what she got?
Passion. That's Piangela is passion.
Piangela is passion
all day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's
I know it was someone that was asking what was the rest of them. There you go. That's the rest of them. You got passion, you got the plan, you got the power, you got the positivity, and you got purpose. All right. So make sure you go ahead and get these tickets. Now I ain't gonna tell y'all again. Yeah.
Go on and purchase your tickets. You can pay via PayPal. Come on.
Get him now.
Go on and plan and prepare to be present.
And as these young children say, that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Listen.
Okay.
Okay, ladies. So we appreciate everyone tuning in on tonight. We just giving y'all, we like to have fun here at the SheEO district. And we have our serious side, but we also like to have a good time as well. So I would encourage everyone to go ahead and go to SheEOconference.com, purchase your ticket, and don't just come by yourself. Bring your sister, bring your girlfriend, bring your business bestie, and come and get some information literally that will change your life. If I can speak for everyone and correct me if I'm wrong, none of us are who we were this time last year.
Not even close.
Not even close. Our glow up, and it ain't just physical, right? It ain't just with stuff. Our internal glow up has been real. And when you glow up internally, you can't help but to glow up externally because it all starts from within, right? So none of us are who we were even this time last year, right? And so I would definitely encourage everyone, if you don't have a tribe, find you a tribe to connect to. It is vital, not just for your business, but for your personal life as well. We are not designed to do life by ourselves, right? Find you a tribe of like minds. Let me fix that up. Find you a tribe of like minds who are goal oriented, who are purpose driven, right? Who think like you, who talk like you. Gone are the days, and let's leave all this shrinking ourselves to fit into groups out of loyalty.
We ain't doing
Sometimes
that.
we're loyal to a fault. Again, think working, living your life in seasons and not in time. And so when you think about seasons, it doesn't attach you to a person, place, or thing. You're no longer bound to a person, place, or thing. You're able to recognize when that season is up for that person, place, or thing, right? So find you some women find you some women to connect to that are going and moving in the same direction as you. And thank you all for tuning in. Miss Angela, tell everybody where they can reach you, your platforms.
You can reach me on all social media at I am Angela Lewis.
What about you, Miss Keisha?
You can reach me on Facebook as Keisha K. Marie Spencer, or Better Me by K. Marie. Fit for a Purpose is my organization business page name. You can reach me on Instagram, KS Boss Lady 1, or Fit for a Purpose, which is my nonprofit name on Instagram.
Awesome, awesome. And what about you, Miss Jasmine?
Y'all can page me on my Beeper 91. No,
Let
just
the
playing. No, but you all can follow me here on Facebook, Jasmine D. Millhouse. Here on Facebook, on Instagram, I am Life Tips by Jazz. And my web address is www.jasminemillhouse.com. All right. There you go.
Awesome. And
There
you
you
can
go.
find me on Kellye A. Bowens. That's Kellye with an E, Kellye. Kellye A. Bowens on all social media platforms. And if you are not part of our SheEO community, please go ahead and head over there. It's the SheEO District Community. Ladies, just a lot of information, lots of resources, a lot of love, a lot of support going on over there in our community. Shouts out to our community. Shouts out to our tribe members. But thank you all so much for tuning in on tonight. And we will see you all back here on tomorrow. You all have a fantastic rest of the evening.